Ever gone through the same battle every Monday? Well, it turns out someone 3,000 years ago probably struggled with a Monday morning blues of their own, giving themselves some kind of pep talk to kick things into gear every day. The twist, you ask? In today's world, we may have some wisdom in our corner that the ancient dudes did not. In this video, we'll look at 7 things you should do every morning, the Stoic way, that can help you uplift yourself and make things better and healthier for you. For those of you looking for more Stoic wisdom like this, then go ahead and subscribe and click on the bell icon to stay in the loop for more. Without any more delay, let's dive right in. First sign is rise early. Waking up early is one of the biggest challenges we face in daily life. Remarkably, Marcus Aurelius dealt with that as well, but in a way that is different from us. He adequately expressed, "It is my obligation to engage in my duties as a human being. Why should I grumble when I am merely fulfilling the very purposes for which I exist? Were I fashioned by nature simply to indulge in the comfort of my bed, seeking warmth and ease?" Obviously, Aurelius was not arguing for comfort. Instead, he argued that as humans, were we made to dive headfirst into life, as insects, birds, and plants do, or were we made to seek after euphoric feelings? And because they are on the move, making a difference in the world at dawn, then why can't we as human beings with a much higher intellect do it all? So, the Stoics, taking their cue from Aurelius, practically used this logic to energize their best version of themselves, especially in the morning. And guess what? Like us, even the world's most powerful people sometimes wish they could take an extra nap. The drawback of that, though, they know exactly how to resist the urge to give in. So, sure, Aurelius admitted, it is tempting to live in luxury, but as per the Stoic way, an easy life is not the aim. Rather, we are here to rise early, to keep going, to push the envelope, and to go after the things that we really think are worthwhile. But of course, it all starts with rising during the early hours. Second is being grateful. Consider the space inside your mind as either a field or a garden with the capacity to develop into one. Now it is you who gets to choose what to put in that ground each morning, creating the mood of the garden and keeping weeds out. And just like that, gratitude is like planting your favorite seedlings, seeing them sprout and reaping the benefits. But how do you practice gratitude? For one, by consciously appreciating what we have around us causes our perspective to change, allowing us to see the world and ourselves more positively. Then again, gratitude serves as a shield against unfavorable ideas. We concentrate on what we have rather than what we lack. Though life isn't always easy, we can still alter our perspective by focusing on the advantages we enjoy, starting with the very air that we breathe every morning. In its essence, it's like looking at a glass half full instead of half empty. Essentially, it's about deciding what to put in our mental garden and not letting pests take over. Third is practice meditation. For the Stoics, meditation was an essential practice, particularly first thing in the morning. Similarly, to give yourself a break from the daily grind every single morning, find a peaceful spot to sit and go from there. Secondly, arrange your day calmly and sensibly, making sure that everything you do is consistent with your moral standards and your guiding beliefs, because a day lived with intention and purpose is set in motion by such thoughtful planning. Also, remember that life is full of uncertainties as you chart your course. Accept the Stoic reserve clause, recognizing that not everything will go according to plan even with your best efforts. This way, accepting possible setbacks helps you become resilient in the face of hardships by encouraging you to think about the tools at your disposal to overcome obstacles and make the most out of any circumstance. Finally, consider how someone with virtue, like Socrates or any other great philosopher, might have handled the situation that you're in right now. With the help of this practice, you can become more inspired by ageless knowledge and mold your answers to life's obstacles into those that are in line with Stoic principles. By doing this every morning, you are giving yourself a break for reflection. And what's more Stoic than that, right? Fourth is charting down a to-do list. A big to-do list might be intimidating, since it is a collection of things we have to get done in a given day or week. Yet, turning it into a to-do list modifies the narrative. All of a sudden, it turns into an opportunity, a list of amazing opportunities we are afforded. Now, this is not merely wordplay. It is an essential component of the Stoics' viewpoint. That said, try not to impose your will on the world right after you wake up. Rather, think of yourself as lucky to receive and obey the will of the world, and the chance that you have been given in the face of a brand new day. So, next time you are stuck in a gridlock, take a few blissful minutes to kick back, unwind, and take in some quiet time. Meanwhile, if your plans were derailed by unanticipated events, try taking the subtle push to embrace the unexpected and consider other options. You see, a prompt to recognize the randomness of life and the insignificance of everyday annoyances, and accepting them for as they are, given that is something that really gives you the calm. Essentially, there is a significant, charming difference between seeing life as something you get to do and something that you have to do. So, there's that. Fifth is learning the food ethics. According to Stoic philosophy, being virtuous requires having reason that has been perfected, and living in accordance with nature necessitates following a virtuous lifestyle. When it comes to the consumption of food, being virtuous involves making decisions that are rational. For us to accomplish this, we need to develop a healthy relationship with food, consume in moderation, and make fair decisions. Musonius, a Stoic teacher, recommended, for instance, that one should prioritize foods that are uncomplicated, affordable, and nourishing. The concept is not limited to the concept of eating healthy, but rather it acknowledges that we frequently spend an excessive amount of time and effort on complex meals when there are options that are more straightforward, nutritious, and readily available. In terms of practicality, Musonius recommended beginning the day with foods that are derived from plants, such as fruits, vegetables, cereals, cheese, milk, and honeycombs. That said, it is not about adopting a vegetarian diet. Rather, it is about starting the day with choices that are light and balanced. Sixth is start your day with a goal in mind. The wise philosopher Seneca encourages that you concentrate your efforts with a specific objective in mind. Every morning, highlighting the reality that it's not the action, but rather vague intentions that are the cause of disorder. Meanwhile, Seneca's Law 29 of the 48 Laws of Power supports preparation all the way through to the finish, so that you do not become overwhelmed by the circumstances that you are facing. Simply put, this is a confirmation of the habit that is heavily preached by the Stoics, which is to start with a goal in mind. Now, if you do not have a goal, you will almost certainly fail, but having a goal does not guarantee success. For Stoics, a life that is chaotic is the result of efforts that lack direction. So, take some time throughout your morning ritual to think about what your daily purpose is. It enables you to choose what should be prioritized, when it is appropriate to say no, and when you have accomplished your objectives. Because when you lack direction, you run the chance of failing, or as the Stoics warn, you run the risk of living a life that is devoid of purpose. Seventh is accepting the negative as it is. As per the principles of Stoicism, one should remember themselves when they wake up every morning that they may encounter challenging individuals during the day, and that it's okay if they do. These individuals may be perceptive, unappreciative, self-absorbed, deceitful, jealous, or simply difficult. They don't know what is actually good or evil, which is why they behave this way. Stoics hold that despite this, these people are still just like the rest of us, having come to appreciate the beauty of good and the stench of evil. As a result, we shouldn't allow their behavior to hurt us or turn us into negative people. Rather, we ought to deal with them in a cooperative, understanding, forgiving, and patient manner. By doing these 7 things every morning, you will be nutritionally satisfied, mentally composed, and be ready for dealing with all kinds of conversations where you react calmly and compassionately without ruining the rest of your day. If you are looking for more of such Stoic wisdom, simply give us a thumbs up. For all you newcomers, subscribe and simply click on the bell icon for delighting yourself with Stoic lessons. Your support helps us reach more people in search of timeless insights. Thanks for watching, and see you in our next video.